Hello, this is Tomlin from TomlinHarmonicaLessons.com, and today I am going to show you how to play a bass line from a very famous Sonny Boy Williamson song called Help Me. So the original tune is actually in the key of F, and if you wanted to play the bass line the way I'm teaching it today, you'd need an E flat harp. Now, I know most people don't have an E flat harp, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to teach it to you on a C harmonica. We're playing in third position, and we're going to be playing in the key of D minor. But before I show you how to play it, let's have a listen to what it's going to sound like. Okay, so this bass line follows a standard 12-bar blues progression. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to teach you the bass line for each of the three chords. And the only thing to bear in mind is that there isn't a turnaround. So it's a 12-bar blues where the last two bars will just be the one chord without going to the 5 chord at the end. So let's start with the 1 chord riff, which is going to sound like this. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I had to stop myself from continuing because it's quite tempting to just keep going because it's a fun riff to play. So you're starting with a 1 draw, which is the root note of the 1 chord in third position. You're playing that for 1 beat, and then you have a 1 beat rest, and then on beat 3 you're going to play a 2 draw whole step bend, and then you're going to play a 3 blow on beat 4. So let's try that together nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's try looping it a few times at that speed. So after the 3 blow, you're going to go straight back into the 1 draw, and you're going to repeat it a few times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the 1 chord, and you're going to play that 4 times over the first 4 bars of the 12-bar blues, and then we're going to go to lick number 2, which is the 4 chord bass line. So it's exactly the same riff, just fitting over the 4 chord. So you're going to start on the 3 blow, which is the root note of the 4 chord, and you might be thinking, well, why is Tomlin okay with playing the 3 blow? He always tells us that you have to play the 2 draw. And I do really, really strongly believe that the 2 draw is the best note to play most of the time. But when I'm playing in third position, I like to play the 3 blow because I feel that mechanically it makes a lot more sense. Because you'll find that if you're playing the blues scale in third position and you don't play a 3 blow, you're going to just be playing lots and lots and lots of draw notes. So you'll be doing all of that's draw notes before you play 1 blow note, 4 blow, and then that's the end of your blues scale. So if you play the 3 blow, it breaks it up a little bit more naturally. So that's part of the reason that I play the 3 blow then. So lick 2 is going to sound like this, starting on the 3 blow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so same idea as lick 1, 3 blow on beat 1, then a rest on beat 2, then a 3 draw half step bend on beat 3, and then a 4 blow on beat 4. So let's try that together nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's try looping that a couple of times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then you would go back to the 1 chord riff for 2 bars before coming to the next phrase, lick 3, which is going to be the 5 chord riff, and that's going to start in bar 9. It's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're starting on a 3-draw whole step bend on beat 1. You're holding that for 1 beat. That's the root note of the 5 chord, incidentally, in 3rd position. Then you're going to go to a 4 blow on beat 3, a 4 draw on beat 4. So let's try that together. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you're not ever going to loop that riff. So what we'll do, instead of looping that riff, we're going to practice playing the 5 chord riff into the 4 chord riff, back into the 1 chord riff. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, excellent work. So I'm now going to play through the whole thing. I'd like you to join me, but if you want to pause the video and practice any of those riffs, please do so. Now's a good point to do it. Otherwise, let's get cracking with playing through the whole thing nice and slowly. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, excellent work. So the bass line is a really useful thing to know as a kind of jumping off point. It's a great place to start before you start improvising in 3rd position over this kind of blues, because it gives you an idea of all the good sounding notes over each of the chords. So spend some time practicing it, and then maybe try improvising using these notes as target notes, and that'll be really useful. And to make this a little bit easier, what I've done, I've put together tabs, audio clips, and a backing track for you to use. So to get that, all you need to do is click on the link in the description below and follow the instructions. But before you do that, you can do a little something for me. If you've enjoyed this lesson, please give me a thumbs up by hitting the like button below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you doing? Subscribe to it. And the reason why is because I put out new lessons every single week, and that way you won't miss out on next week's lessons. So hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon next to it so that you get notified when I put out new lessons. And yeah, thank you very much for taking part, and happy harping.